Hey guys, it's Casey's Politics. So today I'll be making an alternate history election video here, the 2024 election between Ron DeSantis and Kamala Harris. So in this timeline, I'm assuming Trump doesn't run for the Republican nomination in 2024, and it's essentially a clear field for Ron DeSantis. So that's pretty much the scenario, and of course, Biden drops out and Kamala becomes Democrat nominee. But without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to fill out safe Republican states first. That's going to be Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska. I would put Iowa in safe, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Utah, Alaska, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. I would put Florida, of course, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. I would put Ohio in there, and West Virginia. And then we also can't forget about Maine second. So now we're going to fill out safe Democrat states. That is going to be Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii. I would say Colorado will be over 10. Illinois. Kamala only won it by 11 in 2024 against Trump. I think she would probably win by pretty much the same, if not better. Trump definitely did a lot better in the Chicago area in 2024. So then we have, well, not the Chicago area, but urban Chicago. So New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Delaware, Maryland, and DC. So those are safe Democrat states. Now we're going to likely states. Oh, we can't forget about, you know what? That would probably be likely. So we're going to fill out likely states. Firstly, we have Texas. This might as well be safe, but Trump has a very unique point of strength with Hispanics, and he does. I think Trump would do better with Hispanics than DeSantis would. And I think that's it for for likely Republican states. Now we're going to fill out likely Democrat states. Firstly, we have New Jersey. Now it's true Republicans are making great trends in New Jersey, but I think Trump would do better in New Jersey than DeSantis. In real life, Kamala won New Jersey by about 6. I think DeSantis would lose by like maybe 7 or 6.5. So Virginia would be likely Democrat. I think DeSantis would definitely do better in the northern Virginia suburbs, but I think DeSantis would probably lose by around 4 to 5 in Virginia. So, and then we have New Mexico. Again, I think Trump does better with Hispanics than DeSantis. I think DeSantis would probably lose New Mexico by around 7 or 8, maybe 6. And that's going to be the likely states. So now we're going to move into the lean states. Firstly, we have Nebraska second. I think DeSantis would probably lose this by like a couple points. Trump only lost it by around 4. I think DeSantis would do a little bit better. There's some suburban areas as well as urban areas in the districts. And then we also have Minnesota. In real life, Trump lost Minnesota by 4 in 2024. I think DeSantis would lose by pretty much the same margin, approximately. And then we have New Hampshire. Now, this may go down a tilt, but I think DeSantis would lose by like a couple points. I don't know if he could do much better than Trump in New Hampshire. So now we have the famous swing states left. Firstly, we're going to start off with North Carolina. I think DeSantis would win North Carolina by 4. Republicans still have great voter registration trends in North Carolina. I think DeSantis can do better in suburban counties, and that's the same to be said with Georgia. I think DeSantis would probably win by 2.5. I think he could do better with Trump in the Atlanta suburbs. I mean, a little bit better. Also, I think he might have a point of strength with his home state of Florida being so close. So, and then I'm going to say Arizona goes for DeSantis. You know what? I'll put it at likely. I say pretty much the same margin that Trump won it by. last year, I would say DeSantis wins by 4 or 5. And same kind of thing with Nevada. I think Trump definitely does better with the working class voters in Nevada, but I think DeSantis would still be able to win Nevada. Again, Nevada has great Republican trends, but I think Trump would do better in the more Vegas metro area with working class voters. So now we have the famous 3 states here. We're going to start off with Pennsylvania. I think DeSantis would win Pennsylvania. Um, I don't think he would do as good as Trump. Obviously, Trump also had the Butler thing going for him at the ballot box in Pennsylvania in 2024. But I think Trump definitely has better working class appeal. Um, DeSantis is not a bad candidate by any means, but I think Trump may be able to outperform DeSantis a little bit in the Rust Belt. So with that, DeSantis has really won the election already, but we're still going to call Michigan and Wisconsin. So Wisconsin was the closest state in 2024. Trump won it, but it was pretty close. I actually think DeSantis could still win Wisconsin by pretty much the same by Trump won it by. I think DeSantis would do better in like the Wow counties and suburban Milwaukee. I think he wouldn't do as good with the working class voters along western Wisconsin because Trump would do a lot better with the working class voters in western Wisconsin. So DeSantis is at 297, Kamala at 226. And the last state is Michigan. Now, in real life, Trump won it by 1 point. I'm not really sure if DeSantis can pull it off. Trump had great appeal with the working class voters, especially the auto workers around Detroit. But really, with the national environment, I think DeSantis would still be able to win it like narrowly, probably by around a Trump 2016 margin in Michigan. So this was my alternate history, 2024, DeSantis versus Kamala. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down suggestions, comment down criticisms, I guess. Let me know what you think, video suggestions. But thank you guys for watching. This is Casey's Politics.